Welcome back to Former Fat Guy Fitness. Now, anybody who's been on a low-calorie diet, tried to lose some weight, make some basic changes at the store, they've all come across Hughes sugar-free ketchup. We love G. I love G. It's good ketchup. Very low calorie. Crappy bottle, gotta tell them that. But I can make it better for 1/3 of the price. Like I said, it tastes better. It only takes 30 minutes to make, and all you gotta do is stir a pot. That is literally it. So, let's get started. Okay, so to kick things off, this is one of the easiest recipes that I do, just not quite as easy as the yogurt we did last time around. I mean, you actually have to stir the pot over a 30-minute period instead of just putting something in an Instapot and letting it do its thing. But to start things off, you're going to need a pot to get everything put in and let it boil for about a 30-minute period. You're going to want a couple spatulas to get things in and out cleanly and to be able to stir it up. You also might want a whisk. I use a whisk to stir it up over the 30-minute period. And then I promise you, you are really going to want to get 2 rags, keep them on hand, because the tomato paste is going to boil and it's going to splatter everywhere and it's going to make a giant mess. So just get ahead of the game, get 2 rags, save yourself some time and clean them, prep. Outside of that, for ingredients, it's a little bit of a list, but here's what you need. You're going to want 24 ounces of tomato paste, 50 grams of a 0-calorie brown sugar, 45 grams of a monk fruit sweetener is what I'm using. You could use whatever sweetener you want. 12.5 grams of onion powder, 11 grams of garlic powder, 7.5 grams of smoked paprika, 0.7 grams of ground mustard, 1.5 grams of cinnamon, 0.4 grams of ground cloves, 20 grams of salt, 220 milliliters of apple cider vinegar, and 50 milliliters of Maple Farms zero sugar syrup. So my favorite thing I've learned since I started cooking is that if something's on an ingredient list, you don't have to use everything on there. If you don't like things spicy, cut out some paprika. If you don't like the taste of cloves, leave the cloves out of there. If you don't like things super sweet, cut down on the brown sugar, cut down on the sweetener, cut down on the maple syrup. It's whatever your taste is, but for my recipe, this is what I've come to find that I really like. Now, I've already put the tomato paste from these 2 cans into the pot because, well, you didn't need to watch me fight that. Nobody needed to watch me fight 2 cans of tomato paste and make myself look like an idiot. I don't need help with that. But outside of that, the other ingredient I didn't mention in the original list is there is 880 milliliters of water in here. You're going to want some water to thin everything out. But this is the mixture of the vinegar and the maple syrup along with 880 milliliters of water. That is important. So we're going to take that, pour all of that in the pot, along with the tomato paste. Try to do it slowly so it doesn't splash everywhere. You're already going to make enough of a mess in this recipe. Once that's in there, I'm going to turn my pot burner on. And then this is the mixture of all the seasonings. Everything from the cloves, garlic powder, onion powder, yada yada. Everything's in here pre-weighed out. So I'm just going to take that and just mix that in. And that also includes the brown sugar, the sweetener, everything that wasn't a liquid ingredient was in that container. So now I'm going to take my little whisk here and just kind of start incorporating everything into a mixture while it slowly heats up. And then all you have to do is just watch this thing boil for about 30 minutes. Come over here every 2 to 3 minutes, give it a stir, come over here every 2 to 3 minutes, grab a rag and clean up the mess that this thing is going to be making. I will show you that here in a minute. But yeah, all you have to do is just whisk this up into basically what it's going to look like ketchup. See if I can lift this up to the camera so I don't have to reset the camera. But yeah, it's going to look like that. And as it boils, it's going to thicken. It's going to get all the flavors and the seasonings mixed in together. And all you got to do is come back every couple minutes, stir it up. So while it's doing that, I'm actually going to work on another video of a barbecue sauce that gets made with homemade ketchup because I still have some leftover homemade ketchup that I need to use anyway. So I'm going to get on that and we'll pop back and forth here as this thing's cooking. I promised you I wasn't kidding when I said bring the rags. Take a look at the mess that we've got after just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of boiling. So like I said, Keep yourself some rags on hand and clean up as you go. Okay, so yeah, after about 20 minutes, I've returned to what looks like a murder scene out of CSI. So I've just been popping back and forth, stirring it on occasion. I figured I would leave a mess to show you just how much of a mess this thing will make. I mean, I'm not even kidding. It's on the wall, it's all the way around the oven, it's on the floor. Keep your rags on you. But it's been going for about 30 minutes now, so I'm going to give it another stir here real quick. I'm going to pull it off heat, clean up this horrible mess, and then I'm going to pop it in the blender, put it in the mason jar, and then we'll go over the macros. So give me a quick minute. Ketchup's all jarred up. Murder scene over there is partially cleaned up. Okay, I have a lot of work to do, to be honest. But anyway, as far as the macros go, for a 16-gram serving of my ketchup, you're looking at 7 calories, 0 grams of fat, 2 grams of carbs, and 0 grams of protein. So yeah, Hughes, he does have me beat by 2 calories. He's 5 calories for his 16-gram serving. But to be honest, for 30 minutes of stirring a pot, and for how much I can make, the fact that I can do it for 1/3 of the price, and it tastes better, and really tastes better, and it's homemade. I mean, genuinely too, you could make it organic if you just switch to an organic tomato paste, but I wasn't too worried about that. For all of that, I'd take mine over G's any day of the week. If you like this easy recipe, hit the like button down below. If you want to see other recipes, such as the barbecue sauce that I was making at the same time that uses this homemade ketchup, hit the subscribe button down below. And if you have any ideas for recipes or anything else low-calorie homemade you'd like me to make, leave a comment down below. Outside of that, thanks for watching.